Here I'm going to do some basic loop editing. I'm going to drag a loop and treat it as though we don't know the original tempo. So it's just some random loop, drag it in. Here, this loop isn't looping all the way to the end, it's like a section and then gives the separates. It's from an old, very old sample CD. And I just want to grab a little bit of it. Because it's starting right at the front down, I'm going to leave the start mark where it is, but I'm going to move the end one down and then have a look at a smaller section of it. I'll then flip back to my clip view that you can just drag samples onto and things like that, and set this loop running. Right, so I can see that the big things there are snares, so I just want 2 of those. And then try and find a point at when it loops round. Right, so I've just moved my end marker till it moves round. If I need to move it a fractional tiny amount, then I can hold Alt down and it'll let me like unlock it from the grid. But this is fine as it is, but it's looping at 2 and a bit bars, which isn't going to fit the rest of our track. So let's clean it up. Let's get rid of all this stuff we're not using. So I'm going to go crop sample. So that's nice. It's still the odd length, so right click it again, and it gives us an option to warp as 1 bar loop. Okay. So there we go. Yeah. And it's like telling you the tempo of the loop down here. You can double speed and half speed the loop if you wanted to as well. Some nice little options there beneath the warp marker. But we'll leave it as it is. We go back to our clip here, and then what we should do is I'll just put like a 4 beat next to it just to check it's in time with the track. Okay, so that's like one of the simple ways of doing it. Let's say you want to use this loop, but you want to use the sounds in it rather than as a loop, or you've just dragged in a file that was exactly the right length, was cut to a bar or 2 bars, and Ableton will just put it in time for you straight away. But with this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click it, and it'll say slice to new MIDI track, and when I click that, I'm just going to use the options it gives me there, saying create slices by transients, which basically means by the impact and then the sound that's after it. Takes that, cuts it at the transient. If you try and cut a very complex loop, don't be surprised if it doesn't work. So we're just going to take that. What it then does, it's created another part here, MIDI track, that just plays each slice. Don't know why it's not previewing there. No, I know why, it's muted. Right, so yeah, it's just cut up the loop completely into little sections there. And what it's done for you is put it into drum rack, each little piece there. And what you can do is you can just make your own loops. You can get rid of the data it's put in there for you, because that will just actually play it as the loop is, and then make your own little